Question 1. Midge is making an ice cream sundae using the options below. Her mom says she's allowed to pick one item from each category listed on the menu. Use a tree diagram to determine the number of different options she has. How many options does she have to choose from? Question 2. Joel is planning a road trip across the country and wants to stop at one city in each of the 4 regions in the United States. One city on the East Coast, one city in the Midwest, one city in the Southwest, one city on the West Coast. He's choosing between 4 East Coast cities, 3 Midwestern cities, 4 Southwestern cities, and 2 West Coast cities. Determine how Joel can determine the number of possible different trips he can plan. Question 3. Reggie is baking cookies. He puts 10 cookies in a jar. There are 2 sugar cookies, 4 chocolate cookies, and 4 oatmeal cookies. Reggie selects a cookie from the jar without looking. Next, without replacing the first cookie, Reggie selects another cookie. Does this represent independent or dependent probability? What is the probability that Reggie will choose both sugar cookies? Question 4. In a simulation, Martina has a spinner with sections of equal size. Martina read that approximately 33% of all people are left-handed. One section is labeled L, left, and the rest of the sections are labeled R, right. She wants to design a simulation to represent this. For the simulation to be as accurate as possible, what is the total number of sections that the spinner should have? Question 5. Martina spins the arrow in the spinner 3 times and records the resulting letters. Martina performs the simulation 30 times. The results of the simulation are shown. Based on the results of the simulation, what percent of the time would 2 right-handed people be selected? Question 6. 8 of the 32 students in your 7th grade math class have a cold. The student population is 460. Your classmate estimates that the 112 students in the school have a cold. Is this a reasonable conclusion to draw from the data? Explain why or why not. Part B. Describe a survey plan you could use to better estimate the number of students who have a cold. Include all necessary parts of the plan for creating a fair sample and collecting data. Question 7. A researcher chose a random sample of registered voters in Nashville. He found that 3 out of every 5 voters surveyed said they would vote for Megan Barry for mayor. If there are 800 eligible voters in Nashville, predict how many of those voters will choose Megan Barry for mayor.